All right, everyone, there's no intro today. That's how serious I am about this topic, and I want to hear everybody's thoughts and what they think about the things I'm going to say. I don't want anybody going to the comments, starting any arguments, or just making fun of anybody's opinions and things like that. You know, be very, very open-minded when it comes to this. Any negative comments I see going towards anyone at all, I'm just going to be deleting it. I don't want to see any of that. This is just open discussion video. And I like starting a conversation, so you know what better way to start a conversation than talk about the thing that I absolutely love the most, which is the snipers. So today's video we're going to be talking about is why the snipers in bad business are bad. Before I get into it, I just want to say I'm not bashing on bad business. I love bad business. I like playing the game, but I only like playing the game with an AR. And I'm known in the bad business community as the guy who loves snipers, and I love snipers. I do. Just the way they are right now just ain't it. And I'm not saying snipers need a buff, and I'm not saying they need a nerf. I think what snipers need right now in this current moment is a rework, an overhaul, if you will, a revamp. I don't know, whatever word you want to say. Now that I got all that out of the way, I'm going to get straight into my points. So first things first, I'm going to just bluntly say it. The hitboxes don't work right. When it comes to the sniper rifles, if I shoot somebody in the chest and they're running at me, or I think even if they're standing still, I haven't tested the standing still part, but at least when they're running at me and I shoot them right in the chest, right, I should be able to get a one shot, correct? Believe it or not, there are some times where it's very, very inconsistent, and that's what I've been saying for like the longest time. The DSR feels super inconsistent, the ASR feels inconsistent, and sometimes the op feels inconsistent, but the op is probably the most consistent, I'd say, just because I don't really directly aim towards the middle. I kind of do that more so for centering on the other snipers, because with the op I don't have the black scope thing. I'm not getting into that, okay? We'll say that later. And now you're asking me, hey, how can you get a hit marker to the chest if it's a one shot body? How can you get a hit marker to the chest, right? Well, you see, sometimes whenever you shoot the gun and the bullet starts traveling, there's a chance it might hit the arm instead of the chest, which will result in a hit marker, which is absolutely insane, because this makes the one-shot kill snipers absolutely inconsistent and kind of takes away the ability to be a one-shot sniper. And I think that's kind of why I like using the op better with the magnum rounds than I do just base, because it feels more consistent that way. I also feel like with how the current meta is with the snipers, it kind of forces you to play with a one-times optic rather than a scope, which is absolutely absurd, because with a sniper I should be using a scope, but whenever I use an optic it just feels way better. If I'm running around with a red dot, I know I can see where my next enemy is, so if I need to aim at one player I can easily adjust to the next player. I think the whole draw to a sniper is the scope, and I think without having a reason or a set thing to use the scope on, it just kind of makes it weird. It makes it more like a two-shot shotgun than it does a sniper rifle, if that makes any sense. One of my last few points here, I feel like the snipers need more variety, and this part right here is very, very, very optional, because I do think that we need to fix the hitboxes first and then mess around with this idea, potentially more in the PTR than in the main game first. Please do not rush this. But this part right here, I feel like this could be a good thing to like separate more of the snipers and give them more variety, like I've been saying. But right now I'm gonna flash up an image on screen. Everywhere that you see that is red, these are all one-shot zones for all the one-shot body snipers. So everyone calling these snipers one-shot body, it's not one-shot body, it's one-shot chest. This entire time I thought one-shot body was stomach up. No, it is literally chest up, and that is absolutely insane when you put into the perspective of how much movement that there is in the game as is. And I know a lot of you people are going to go in the comments right now, they're starting to type, just use a one-shot headshot sniper. Then I can almost guarantee you that 90% of you will not be able to use a sniper against people who are doing insane movement. And the reason why I'm saying all this is because like the movement and stuff, like the movement in the game just makes bad business feel less casual, more competitive. I know you guys are probably going to the comments right now just typing skill issue or just something like that. I understand why you're saying that, because it's just like, bro, just aim to the head. But it's almost near impossible for me to aim to the head whenever I got somebody moving at Mach 10 speed, bro, moving like a Lamborghini down, super jumping into the air. Like, you guys realize how much movement is in this game. It's almost near impossible to hit the head. And then with the inconsistencies of a one-shot chest sniper, You can see where I'm going with this. Basically, that's what it boils down to. That's what's making snipers bad. It's a combination of the hitbox is not working properly, and on top of all that, it pairs up with people being super good with the movement in this game. And I'm not saying that they need to nerf the movement. I love the movement in Bad Business. I love being able to super jump. I love running fast. But the movement itself is what's making it so hard to snipe. I know there's kids that play this game on mobile. I understand that, but now they have mobile only servers. So it's not like you're going to be bullying mobile kids by adding these one-shot capability things in there and fixing the hitboxes and whatnot, but I'm just pointing that out. I hope I got all my points out right there. I mean, I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did, but now I want to get into how to improve them. Now, we're going to start with the obvious one, better hitboxes. We need better hitboxes on these snipers. I just can't play the game anymore. I wish I could hop on, play the game. I don't want to play Bad Business right now because I just don't have fun when I snipe. It's so inconsistent because of the hitboxes that it just doesn't feel good whenever I get a hit marker to the chest. I just don't like it. I hate it. I just don't want to play the game because of it. Another thing that I think that we should do to improve the snipers is make them one-shot torso up. Now you can see the image again. I'm going to put it on screen. That is the one-shot range right now. What I'd personally like to see is add this zone right here. As you can see, I colored another part in red. I would like to see that zone also be a one-shot zone thing as well. Now I know that sounds scary, but hear me out here, all right? Just literally listen to me for the next couple minutes. With this change, not only will it be able to make some snipers only one-shot chest, only one-shot head, but now you can have it to where they one-shot stomach. So you can have a lot of variety in these snipers. Now with the snipers being a one-shot stomach up, I think that their movement speed, ADS speed, and hip fire accuracy, all those three stats, all three of them should be just atrociously low. Like, I should not be running fast with it. I should not be ADSing quick with it, but I also should not be hitting hip fires like it's no tomorrow. Like, if I hip fire with that thing should go out to Narnia or something, dude. Like, that thing should go straight to the right, straight to the left, I don't know, somewhere. And I think having these drawbacks on that sniper is going to make it a lot more balanced. And I know a lot of you are going to be typing in the comments, well, there's attachments that you could do to increase ADS speed. Yeah, that's fine, but that's also going to, in turn, either lower, I don't know, say hip fire accuracy or lower movement speed or even raise the recoil of the sniper. You know, there's like a lot of different things that you could do to these to make it way more balanced. Like, obviously, I shouldn't be running around with a sniper that one-shots to the stomach up like I'm running with a katana out or something, you know, like something crazy. I shouldn't have that sort of movement speed on it, but I should be moving around more so like I'm carrying like an LMG or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of balanced things out. Another setback, I think, for snipers that could actually help, but also kind of benefit them at the same time, is getting rid of optics. A lot of people are probably not going to like this change either, but I think getting rid of optics and introducing a new category only specific to snipers, maybe some other guns too, but mostly snipers, I think introducing a section just called scopes and make every scope on every sniper interchangeable. I mean, we have every sniper in the game having some sort of quirk with their scope now. Like, you have the DSR with the custom reticle, you have the ASR 50 with the variable zoom, the op with the lightweight scope. Like, I can go on and on and on about this. Like, there's so many different scopes in the game now, thankfully, that we can actually make that a little section for all the snipers. Not only that, but it would actually help me replace the stupid duplex scope and not make my op look so weird. And finally, these are the snipers that I think should get the one-shot stomach up. I think that the DSR 50 should 100% get stomach up. 100%. I know that sounds crazy, but I think one-shot stomach from a certain range and then it drops off and only one-shots chest infinitely sounds way better. I feel like the ASR 50 is fine with chest up. That's just my personal opinion because it is a semi 50 cal. And even though it makes sense to make it stomach up because it is a 50 cal, I just do not see any world where that's going to be balanced enough. So I think, you know, chest up is fine. Same goes for the op. Same thing, you know, kind of chest up. I would just like to see the DSR get a stomach up, but only from a certain range, just to kind of test the waters with it. And now for my final point of the video. I know a lot of you are probably screaming and shouting at me right now, but you know, I think that these snipers are the ones that should get overhauled and being able to one-shot chest up. I'm going to quickly run down the list. I'm going to say the R700, the SL7, the Mosin, and the SV98. I also forgot to mention, I think the Seiko should also have one-shot chest capability. Just wanted to throw that in there. Now, I'm not saying to one-shot chest all the way up to like infinite studs or whatever. I want to use the op and the ASR-50 as an example of what you should do to these snipers. Basically, have it to where they only one-shot from like really close range or like from a certain range, and then have it drop off to only one-shot head from a distance. I like that. I think that that makes the snipers way more usable and makes it still challenging and fun to snipe from a range. So I think having one-shot capability on just these 4 snipers as well as the other ones kind of make it a little better and a little bit more easier to use these snipers. Because like I said, not only is it going to make every sniper different in a way, but it's also going to give you more of an incentive to use these snipers. The only people I ever see sniping in bad business right now are low levels. Half of them are hacking. And I know there's been some games out there that only have one-shot headshot and it's worked out for them. And you could take like Energy Assault, right? You could take that for an example. I just made a video on Energy Assault not too long ago, but you could take Energy Assault as an example. That game only has one-shot head snipers. I even bought the last sniper, the most OP sniper, or no, OP sniper in the game, and it only one-shot headshot. I said on my stream that day that I didn't think that that was a bad thing because there is little to no movement in the game, so you should be forced to aim to the head. But then you take a game like Phantom Forces, all right? That game has a little bit more movement. There's people super jumping, you know, and not to the extent how Bad Business has it, but, you know, there are people super jumping around corners. There are people that eviscerate you in like 2 seconds, but you get the point. There's still one-shot snipers in Phantom Forces, and it works perfectly fine. You don't like the Phantom Forces analogy because we don't have custom characters in the game? All right, fine. Let's hop over to Frontlines. Large majority of the community thinks that the sniper should only one-shot waist up. And all I'm asking for, what I'm begging for, is for snipers to one-shot chest up. Not every sniper. I think it needs to make sense. The Dragunov should not be one-shotting chest up. The Model 1873 should not be one-shotting chest up. Any low-caliber snipers, even out of the entire list that you don't think should one-shot, let me know. You know, if you don't want the SL7 to one-shot, completely fine. SV98, completely fine. Those 2 are the only ones I threw on there as kind of like a maybe, but the Mosin R700 should definitely one-shot chest up to a certain range. But yeah, I kind of dragged this video out for a while. It's been 3 years in the making. 3 years in the making. Sorry if I went on a tangent on this whole thing. I kind of just been trying to get my thoughts out there. This is the first time I've ever talked about snipers specifically. I mean, even if Bad Business decides not to overhaul the snipers and make them better, and they want to just leave them the way it is, I mean, there's not much I can do. I just have to kind of deal with it and kind of just keep dealing with it like I have been for years now. But I think that the most important part about this is that there is no sniping community. There's no montages in Bad Business. There's barely anything about snipers in Bad Business, period. I feel like I'm big enough in the community to finally make a video like this and address this problem because, like I said, I think it's been a problem ever since I started. More so now than ever because players have gotten a lot better and they've been using movement to counter snipers and having one-shot headshot snipers only. It's been fun, but we need more now. I'm tired of seeing everything else get buffed and snipers are being left in the dust. So whether you agree with me or not, I think that pretty much concludes why I think snipers are bad. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to let me know. And please comment down below. What do you think about the snipers? What do you think about the current state? Do you agree with my opinion on this video? Do you not agree? What would you change? Give me all your feedback. But once again, do not go out of your way to attack anyone in the comments. Do not be super negative. Don't just be out here trying to make fun of anyone or anything like that. Any negative comments I see towards anyone on this channel, I'm deleting straight away because I do not stand with that. But yeah, I guess that's all from me. All right, I'll talk to all you beautiful people on the next one. Later. Peace.